think of the non-pommel division?
I actually think it's like, I think that's a really good like next step in cheer, because like obviously not everyone can tumble, and tumbling is extremely hard. Like if you've not been brought up into it as well, I think it's like really good as well to give people who have never made it onto a level 5 or 16 because of their tumbling, but are amazing stunters.
Yeah.
I think it's really good to like obviously give everyone the opportunity to go to Worlds, because there's limited spaces on a team, and if you're missing out on that tumbling element, that may stop you from getting on the team, but now that's not an issue.
Okay, so you have been a flyer and you've been a base. Which do you prefer?
Well, flying's always going to have a place in my heart. Like always is going to have a place in my heart.
Because you started flying?
Because I started flying from the school cheer. I was a flyer for 7 years. And I would say when I came out the air last year, I really missed it. Like I really missed it, and because of that, I think it made me not like basing, but I always thought, oh, I could be doing that. But like over this year, I've based at open gyms and stuff, and I've actually started to love it, and I actually really enjoy basing now.
Okay.
So it's like even. I think my memories of flying are like really good, but now I'm happy basing.
Okay.
I do like basing.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I've never flown, I've always based, but I think I'd like to try flying just to see what it's like, but I like being a base. I don't know, I feel like strong, and I'm like, and when you catch
like you're in control of the stunt.
you feel like you're totally in control, and you're just like, and when your flyer hits, you're like, yes. Obviously you don't do that in the routine, but in my mind I'm like, come on. I don't know, I just love basing.
Literally, when you like catch it,
you're like, I'm like, come on. Okay, I'm going to wherever I'm meant to be. But I just love it, and I love pyramid as well. Like when I used to like always yell the counts for my whole team,
being on the ground in the pyramid.
3, 5.
Because in the air you can't do any of that.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to just look like you're performing. Yeah. Whereas if you're on the ground in a pyramid, you're literally in amongst everyone, and everyone's screaming the counts and cheering for each other.
I think that's what I love, because you feel like you are a team, and everyone's helping each other, and then when it comes down and you're like, you've hit, you're like, yes, and then you have to get celebrate in your dance. That's how I celebrate. I'm like, yes. So you're known for your performing, like I know you're performing. I love to watch you because you proper go for it. It's just a pleasure to see you on the mat. So you're known for your performing. Is it something you practice, or it's just something you just really enjoy it, so you just go for it?
Well, it's just something I've learnt over the years. So in my first couple of years cheering, I was in like the back line of dance.
Oh really?
I didn't know how to perform. I just smiled the whole time, and I think it was just as I gained more experience, and as I was like surrounded by older people and like people with more experience, I sort of gained more confidence, and the more confident you are, the more you perform. Yeah. Because you just like, know in yourself that like what you're doing is right. And I stopped caring if people thought I looked stupid. Really.
But I think the less you think about, when you go over the top, it looks better than when you're
definitely.
like,
you look more silly to me. You look more silly if you're not performing or trying not to perform than if you are. Because at the end of the day, people are watching you, and if you're not performing, they're like, oh. Whereas if you're performing, they're all like, yeah, go on.
They're like, because it seems like you're having the best time of your life. Yeah. You kind of live that through the person who's performing.
Yeah, definitely.
And do you have any like tips and stuff? Because some people who are a bit shy, like you said yourself, to just give you that confidence.
I'd say definitely like at home, listen to your music and practice performing to your music. Okay. Because that's what I had to do. I used to have a little CD. Because now it's all on phone, but before they sent us our music, my mum and dad used to like put it on a CD, and we used to put it in the car. Oh, okay. And we used to listen to cheer music in the car, so that I knew all the words and like could practice performing. And I'd also say just like as well, get people in your routine to like support you throughout and give you that confidence. Okay. Because obviously sometimes you can be a bit like if you're feeling tired, then you're gonna be like, oh. And then if someone was like to me like, go on Liv, you've got this, I'll be like, oh okay, I've got this. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So if you could go back in time and tell your cheer self anything, what would you tell her?
I think I'd say like enjoy every moment of what you're doing, like even though the training's hard, even though like you're tired, even though you're stressed like because of school and stuff, like just enjoy it all, because you can never live the same like season, the same team, the same competitions again. Every year it's different, okay, but every year it's amazing.
Okay, and you're also known for your tumbling. How did you get to the level you are now? Did you did you do gymnastics before cheer, or?
So, as I said, I used to play tennis, and one day I taught myself to cartwheel, and then since I just started cartwheeling like across tennis courts and stuff. And my coach was like to my mum, he was like, I think she should start gymnastics. I was like, okay. So I started gymnastics, and it like helped me a lot with the basics. So it helped me with like cartwheels, round-offs, walkovers and stuff. But what what really got me starting tumbling is when I joined Unity. Dave joined. Okay. So I joined, and then most of you know Dave Murphy.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know him. He joined the week after me.
Okay.
And he was like straight away my tumble coach. And he's been my tumble coach the whole 9 years. And I used to have privates with him, and we used to just work together. He's taught me pretty much everything, every single tumble I can do. He's taught me. Yeah. He's a really, really, really good coach.
A lot of the younger generation look up to you, and they aspire to do things that you've done, like be on Team England and be on like Unity Black and go through the levels. What advice would you give to them? Like, what things would you say to work on?
I think definitely like be resilient. Okay, like even if things aren't working, be resilient. Keep trying. Really focus on conditioning. That is like one of the main things. Yeah. You'll always hear me say it, conditioning. But it's so important. It's so important in everything, in stunting and tumbling. Like performance, because it's not just about skills. You need to be like the all-around package, not just skills. You need to have the performance. You need to have the right attitude as well.
100%.
Attitude is so important. Creating a good relationship with your coaches by being a coachable and like positive athlete is just so important.
This season you have been on Unity Black. How have you found that?
Surprisingly, like I've really loved it.
Okay.
I've really loved it. I was a bit unsure at first because I've never done level 6.
Yeah.
I was a bit like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like this is so new, but I've really loved it. And I love the team so much. I've never been on a co-ed team before.
Oh really?
I filled in for co-ed teams, but I've never been on one, and like never created that like relationship with like the boys on the team before. And it's so it's just so like refreshing, especially because they're all older than me. It's just like I feel like I have loads of older brothers.
Oh, that's nice.
It's really nice. And yeah, level 6 as a whole is so different.
Yeah.
It's a lot more like because I'm a mid-level. It's that midding is so
hard.
Like, so
I think it's really hard.
And
you have to look pretty, and you're like, I've got loads of people on me.
It's so new for me because I've been on the floor and I've been in the air, but I've never been in the air whilst lifting someone.
Yeah.
It requires a lot of focus, but yeah, I've really, really enjoyed it.
And when you were like doing pyramid, learning that, did you find that scary just because you're like
so scary.
having to catch someone?
I was just really worried I was gonna drop Vic. I was like, I really don't want to drop her. But yeah, they teach you. Yeah, you get taught it, same as every level.
Yeah.
It's a bit more like level 6 is a bit more. You just got to try it though, but you just get loads of spotters around.
Yeah.
Just in case.
And like with baskets, how did you find that? Because I know some flyers, like when they're twisting in their baskets, they find that a bit disorientating because of the way they have to twist and then they come down.
Well, that was one of the main reasons they brought me onto Black, was because they thought I'd be good at baskets, just because of tumbling background. And I think I learnt to double basket in 2 sessions.
That's so,
they threw me right into it. They were like, okay, let's do a straight rise, and it went quite high, and I was like, oh. They're like, let's do a tuck, and then a straight back, and then I falled, and it was all quite well. I had to set a little bit more on my fall though than tumbling. The first one ripped it off the bottom. It was a bit scary. And then the next session they were like, oh, like just do a full but then twist a bit more and doubled. Yeah.
Oh wow.
They're kind of scary though. Throughout the season I have had stages where I've been very scared to do them. And then like I've come back from them and it's been fine, but they are one of those things that it's just mind over matter. Like your body can do it, but it's quite scary to do a couple of times. But once you get one out of the way, you're like, okay, it's fine now.
Okay. Yeah. And what was Worlds like? Obviously being on a level 6 team, it is slightly different than a co-ed team. What did you find your Worlds experience was like?
It was actually, this year I had a lot more, I don't want to say freedom at Worlds, but it was a lot more, I think it's because I'm a bit older this year as well, but it was a lot more like we went out for more team meals like as the team and stuff. It was really nice. On comp day as well, like whereas on Ruby we were all quite similar ages, so it felt like on comp day like we were all nervous, we were all like comforting each other and stuff, whereas on Black I was nervous and I felt like the old ones were all like, you're fine.
Yeah,
like,
they looked after
they were like looking after me this year. It's really nice. As well, backstage of level 6 is a little bit more scary because you see all the like the Canadian and American teams.
Like you were like
on
doing
the field,
madness.
On the field, the Canadian and American teams were just doing absolutely insane things, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, it was just such a good experience this year. Something different.
So we're in Bournemouth right now, and it's coming to the end of the season. What are your personal goals for next season?
So I think one of my personal goals is that I really like next season is going to be like my focus season.
Yeah.
So like a couple of years back I had a season where I was so healthy eating, so set on conditioning, and I want to do that again this season.
Okay.
Like I want to be in the best shape I can possibly be for Worlds in Bournemouth next year. I want to work on my tumbling. I really want my double consistent again, and I want to learn to whip double and standing full. And I want to develop my basing more next season.
Well, thank you, Liv, for letting me interview you. I was loved hearing about, you know, your journey and where you're going and just little tips and tricks that I think people will really find really useful. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm going to put Liv's information down below, so if you want to talk to her about choreography or just want to say hey, that will all be below. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, guys, bye.